honestly, I love my husband way too much. Honestly, like, we are married, and I don't care what anyone has to say. Growing up, I've actually had a fear of men with facial hair because when I was a child, I would have these night terrors of some guy named, like, the Unknown Man. And he had facial hair, and he had a unibrow, and he would do, like, really, really weird, creepy stuff to me. So for, like, the longest time, I had, like, a really bad fear of my stepdad at night.
Delusional people online are nothing new. And sometimes stupid people give them fame and make them into lolcows. With her recent, air quotes, notoriety, you may have heard her name, and may be asking yourself, wait, who is Timber Bowman? Timber Bowman's one of those delusional people who were given fame online. You know, the type of people I was just talking about. If you were paying attention, you would already know that. Despite being in a facility for whatever the fuck's going on with her, she's been posting frequently on TikTok. In the, give or take, 5 months she's had her TikTok account, she's gained about 45,000 followers. One of the main reasons for her fame, other than the fact she is cuckoo, is the fact that she believes she's married to a guy who works at the facility she's in. Other than the fact he works there, I don't know what their relationship is. Probably none. And she's also been stalking him and his wife, while claiming that their daughter is actually hers, and she helped create it using black magic, ? I don't really know what her claim is, but she claims it's her kid.
I technically helped create our child, our 4-year-old daughter, together. Yes, I do know that she is not my biological child. Yes, I am totally okay with that, but I'm never going to put it into her face that she's not my biological child, okay? So to me, she is just my daughter. This is honestly like an emotional topic for me because like I don't like the word step, okay? Like my first ever technical stepmom never told me that I was her stepchild. So she kind of raised me to understand that it's okay that I'm not your real mom, but if you do want to call me mom, that is fine. And like,
while most stalkers are men, women can be stalkers too as well, with Timber being a good example of women in male-dominated fields. Hoorah! On a more serious note, people aren't really taking the stalking that Timber does seriously, because she's a girl, I guess. Batman heart eyes emoji, and well, not as bad as Gabriel Gage Nova Online.
South Park, so I can...
Who has, and probably is, actively harming kids on his little Discord. Timber and Nova could eventually go band for band, because Timber has a pattern of stalking and delusions, and Dylan is not even her first victim.
I was able to get with Cody, who is one of Timber Bowman's previous victims. A few days later, I was hanging out with my buddy Taz, and I started talking to this boy on my phone named Luke. And long story short, we became lovers, and over the course of our relationship, Timber is non-stop posting about me, making up stories about me, and I ended up seeing a photo of her in my room with my do-rag on her head. You heard that correctly. He found a photo of Timber in his room.
Timber's first victim is a man by the name of Cody C. And she actually went to jail for stalking him, because apparently she was breaking into his house and putting on his clothes and taking pictures in them, which is normal thing to do.
Are you sure?
And while a few times she's said things like, it's been 7 years since I was in love, since Cody or whatever the fuck. Given her delusions, she probably doesn't even know how long ago that was when she was in quote-unquote love. It's also definitely possible she's had victims between Cody and Dylan, because she was arrested for battery. And I don't mean Duracell, I mean assault and battery. Like with fists in face and stuff. It's extremely subtle, so you may not have noticed, but Timber is very mentally ill. And either for attention, or because she genuinely believes it, she'll make up story after story, from stuff like fairies, mermaids, and sirens.
Well, basically, just got back from McDonald's. Excuse me. All of a sudden, we get out of there, and I see this thing that looks like a dead fae. A fae is a fairy, okay? And I'm like, should I take a picture of it? Because nobody's gonna believe me. But on the internet, they basically say not to take pictures of it, not to touch it, not to really be in its zone. This thing had a missing head. Like, the head was still there, but it almost looked more like a skull, okay? And the body was up and down, and the arms were side to side, like a cross. Down the ways a little more, all of a sudden I hear this rush, and it just goes bzzz. And I told my mom, I said, I think I'm being watched by a fairy. So I go to the bathroom. Mind you, my phones are all the way up here, okay? I stand up. Why do I feel like something weird's about to happen to me? Like, while I'm standing up. So as soon as I stand up, my phone falls out of my pocket from up here. I didn't bend down, I didn't bend over, I stood up. I was pulling up my pants as I was standing up. My phone falls out of my pocket, the phone that's in my hand right now, and it falls into the fucking toilet.
She also makes up stories about how she's met celebrities and how they message her on Instagram. And how she posed with NBA Youngboy or whoever the fuck. But it's usually just her and like an AI, Bad Baby or Bad Bunny or whatever the fuck her name is. Most of her stories are centralized about Dylan and their daughter. In my personal opinion, I don't think she can actually tell the difference between her imagination and her reality. Because in one TikTok, she talks about how her stepdad's spirit is in a room moving cereal boxes. Ooh, scary. Ooh, Minecraft Creeper Crunch. In another, she's talking about how she doesn't like step, because her stepdad would do things to her, and how she had a fear of facial-haired men, like her stepdad, because she had night terrors, where the unknown man would do weird things to her.
Growing up, I've actually had a fear of men with facial hair because when I was a child, I would have these night terrors of some guy named like the Unknown Man, and he had facial hair and he had a unibrow, and he would do like really, really weird, creepy stuff to me. So for like the longest time, when I was really young, like 3 or 4 years old, I had like a really bad fear of my stepdad at night. So, anyways, but I'm over my fear of men with facial hair. I think I am. But like when it comes to him, I am for sure. So, I love you so much. Like Jesus, just love me, please.
I personally think there's no Hatman to her Benadryl, and that her stepdad probably just abused her in some way, and it heightened a hereditary mental illness, or caused her to become mentally ill. It's also possible that she just hallucinated someone that looks like him, because if she was mentally ill from something genetic, that would make sense. Everything I say is speculation, but everything points... Everything I say is speculation, But the way that her mom treats her when she doesn't think she's being filmed is a little bit strange.
I'm gonna make you aware every time you fucking do it. So I'm gonna start punching in your cocksucker.
I literally burped on purpose. Excuse me.
Yeah, excuse you. Fucking rude ass bitch.
In my opinion, it points to an unstable home life in her younger years, and even if her stepdad never did anything, the fact that she has delusions that her stepdad's spirit visited her means that he died when she was young.
My stepdad's spirit came to visit me today on his birthday, April 12th, 2026.
Which could cause her to go a bit kooky, crazy carbine. And this death could have caused her mom to abuse her in some fashion, which could trigger a mental illness. Or just even the grief from stepdaddy dying could have triggered a mental illness, or both. And, make her unable to distinguish reality from imagination, as well as form obsessions on people she barely knows. Again, this is all speculation. I don't really think anyone will ever know why Timber is the way she is. I don't even think the facility workers know what's wrong with her, because despite being there for 3-ish months, she posts almost non-stop, and is allowed to cyberstalk Dylan, then post her rants, and then eat her clams, eat her food, and nobody seems to try and stop her. Dylan, on his band's account, because he deactivated his personal one, with his amazing, beautiful Viltrumite mustache, responded to her, because every unfunny little fucking loser was sending him her page.
Hello, I'm Dylan. I'm alive. I'm okay. Thank you for all of your concern and your support during this. I was a life skill specialist or a direct support professional for a company working with people with special needs, and this person was a client to this company. This person, I believe, overheard a conversation I was having with one of her roommates discussing rock and roll music and talking about my band, and found my band, and through that links to my Facebook and my social media accounts, and kind of ran with it.
And yeah, he makes it very clear. I don't like her. I got a wife and kids. He was a lot nicer than I would have been if that happened to me. But more importantly, look at that mustache. Wow. Beautiful.
You don't want to feed it. I think feeding it will only cause it to continue. This person has a pattern of posting extreme things on the internet for attention. So please do not harass or bully this person. I really, really appreciate everyone's concern. I am safe. My family is safe. I'm not recording this from my home, and she does not know where my family lives. I am safe. My family is safe. Thank you for your concern. I love you very much. And if you like my music, stick around. I'm gonna try and keep making more and see how long that goes. Until I run out of ideas, I guess. Love you, bye.
Timber made a response to this video where she didn't really let up at all, and instead pointed out there was a flower in the back of his car and how it was for her.
Is the fact that flower in Dylan's video is literally for me. So I don't really care about what none of you fucking hoes on TikTok have to say.
And then went on a weird rant about how she wants to suck out his boogers, which is thing to say.
Honestly, I cannot wait to, like, eat his fucking boogers. Like, I don't know what it is. I just, like, keep having visions of me putting my tongue up his nose, like... Okay. And also, I also keep having spiritual visions of us getting married on June 7th.
And then she cried. She was like, wah, 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 wah. I want you crying for me. I want you, wah, wah, wah. There's also a lot of people following her, commenting, liking, and they're just encouraging her insanity more. Because she learns, I get attention when I go crazy and talk about Dylan. I think I'll keep doing that. I think I'll keep doing that, yeah. All these people are supporting me. I must be in the right then. I must be in the right to go insane over Dylan and his mustache. And this is even after Dylan in his response said, don't give her attention. She'll do this again. She has a pattern. I have a really fucking cool mustache. And I have a wife and kids. So I'm now gonna read some of the comments because they deserve to be made fun of more than Timber does. Because Timber's mentally ill. And these people on TikTok are cringe. If you're new here, you're gonna need this. Sticker, everyone smile for the Netflix documentary. Smile, guys and gals, we're about to be on a Netflix documentary. No, Alicia, you're not. There's no documentary, and your comment with 6,000 likes making an unfunny joke is something no one cares about. Commenting so I can be interviewed for the Netflix doc. There's no doc. There's no Netflix documentary. She's not fucking Jeffrey Dahmer. She just stalked a guy and she's mentally ill. This clip, Netflix, use it for the documentary. Japanese text. This is my first time in a documentary. There's no documentary. She's just a mentally ill person. Like, there's no... It's kind of it. I hope my comment is in the Netflix documentary. This is the kind of stuff you watch from a distance. Casually watching the scariest documentary. She just stalked a guy and she's mentally ill. Like, she's not Jeffrey Dahmer, she's not the Zodiac Killer. She's not the girl from Baby Reindeer. Ooh, breakfast looking good this morning. Picked up lunch for everyone. Enjoy. I see morning crew clocking in. Fresh coffee is brewing. I have the tea charted if anyone is ready for a debrief, so I can clock out. I'm tired. What the fuck does that mean? Why are you posting these cringe images in this mentally ill girl's comments? You are not a detective. There isn't much to research here, because it's pretty out in the open. There's a million videos on it probably by now. No one needs you to, like, comment, morning crew in, fresh coffee's brewing. Bro, it's not... Unless you're mentally brain dead, it's not that hard to wrap your head around. Mind you, no one is in school in July. Have you heard of college? Have you heard of most schools in Canada? Have you heard of summer school? Have you heard of tutoring? Have you heard of just a late graduation? Night shift clocked in, I see. Girl, you literally influenced me for real. UK day shift clocking in. Us, clicking on a documentary next year. This is the second time witnessing a documentary unfold in front of my eyes. First time in a documentary. Kind of nervous. Never been this early into a documentary before. I'm gonna hold your pecker when I say this. There ain't no documentary, brother. Smile, everyone. We're featured in the credits of the Dateline special. I hate you. I've always hated you. Netflix right now. I've scrolled too far, I fear, and now the sun is up. Damn! This is what I get for being nosy on parasocial documentaries. Excuse me. Is this the new true crime doc? In the making. Girl, yes. Does this make us witnesses? I'm gonna hold your little willy right now when I say this, Buster. There ain't no documentary. I think you have a brain tumor and should get offline. First shift arriving for duty. I brought coffee. Second shift clocking in. We got it from here, friend. Get out, you Godspeed. I'm sure another video will be in the morning. Fucking shut the fuck up. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Time to clock in, morning crew. Say hi to the documentary, y'all. Rubs my chunny belly. Shut the fuck up. Okay, I'm ready to clock in for my shift, ... How about you get a fucking job? Fuck you. You and your fucking book talk AI profile picture, Jessica. Fuck off, you fucking prick.
What are y'all wearing when we end up in the documentary?
You're wearing a fucking straitjacket because you're as crazy as she is. I'm calling you stupid also.
Is this the new Netflix documentary?
I'm gonna fucking mutate. Is this the new intro to episode 1? Maybe it's just because I don't use TikTok, but these people are fucking insufferable. I say with my clogged nose because I'm a little bit sick. Yeah, the video is over. Yeah, I'm freestyling for the cause the video's over. Director's cut. Yeah, director's fuck. Yeah, I'm the director. So I fuck. Yeah,
Drop it to the, drop it to the, free NBA young boy.